morning and welcome to Friday Morning Arcade. I am your host, Brady Keith. Joining me as always are my co-hosts,
Nick Ryan
and Canton Roberts.
And today we have a very special guest joining us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
No, I'm Thomas. I go to school here. I take a video game design course, and I got drugged here by the CIA. So
Okay.
I am.
he's the CIA. He's the CIA.
He's the whole CIA, yes.
Drugged here. Anyway,
Not
welcome
drugged,
back.
like dragged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what
Dragged.
I meant.
Same
Dragged,
thing.
drugged, whatever.
Same
Welcome
difference.
back to Friday Morning Arcade. Welcome to joining us for Season 2.
Dose.
And our final season under this YouTube channel. Because we are
RIP.
all
I am not a senior.
We are all
All
seniors. He is not. So
I'm a
this
junior.
This
So-
is our final.
So after we leave, you're gonna have to find 3 other people to do this.
I could just do it by myself.
that is
Multiple
true.
personality disorder runs thick in me.
All right. Honestly,
But
base.
today we are going to be covering the game that a lot of people know, a lot of people love. Good old horses, good old Dutch, good old
Fortnite?
Arthur. No. Good old Red Dead Redemption 2.
Woo!
Now,
Spoilers.
spoilers, yeah, I
Yes.
guess. We normally don't put a spoiler warning, but we're going to spoil the ending and stuff because that is the main thing we wanted to talk about and stuff. But I say let's get this thing started with, let's go over, I don't know, graphics. Let's start with graphics. Who wants to take it up first?
I guess I will. The lighting system in this game is absolutely beautiful. And I'm happy that they're returning it with GTA 6. Yeah, like art style wise, it is very much your basic mocap. And I always kind of have felt that like out of like all of the games that have included like mocap, that Red Dead is kind of known for those actors. I mean, the guy who plays John Marsden and Arthur Morgan and Dutch, like all of those guys are like really well known, especially if you're on TikTok and stuff. You'll probably hear interviews. And so it's really cool to be able to see kind of that community be brought into the mainstream, because a lot of people don't really know the art and the whole entire process of mocap. But yeah, like other than that, the game runs really, really great. I mean, even on a PlayStation 4, which I know that they're kind of moving over to PlayStation 5, it's still one of, if not the best looking games ever. And I will put a candle up to it, to any, I'd say most of your mainline, like Assassin's Creed, like a lot of AAA games, which I know that Rockstar is AAA, but
Watch where you're going with that, because people are going to think you like it better than Detroit Become Human.
I do like Detroit Become Human. However, the lighting system is not that great in that game.
The
I
lighting
will say.
system, no, but the mocap, the acting.
The mocap and the acting is really
graphics.
good, but I do like it
With
better.
the lighting in Detroit Become Human, one of the things that I kind of thought of while playing and while looking at it afterwards, it is imperfect. The lighting system is imperfect. But that almost reflects kind of what you're playing as.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was about ready to talk about. Is how it fit the feel and the vibe of the game.
Oh, yeah.
So it made sense for the lighting to not look great and be a little dark in some places and stuff like that, because you're playing this game of like you're a robot who's sort of becoming aware of your senses,
Become human.
becoming a human, like it's stuff. So it makes sense for this.
Yeah, and like my thing is too is that like the whole entirety of that game, like you're on like a barren desert, but it's like, well, yeah, like you're in the Wild West where, you know, hygiene and the overall living conditions of that area was not the best. So the fact that they're able to bring it over and do the best that they can with the very little that they have is, I mean, I will, like I said before, I will put it anything up against it. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, the graphics for what it is they're really good, and they kind of it is a little off because of it's like a third person and not like a first person game.
Yeah.
So you're thrown out of the graphics wise a little bit for certain things, but it looks really good. You get that vibe of the Wild West. You get that vibe of like cars. You're not primitive technology, but
It's
like
post-industrial.
Thank you.
I think something that a lot of people kind of understand when you're playing an RPG game is how important being immersed in your world is. And when you're playing as a character who's in an environment that both fits how they look and how it feels, and it all blends together really well, especially when you have a really good dynamic lighting or dynamic weather system, it can really put you in that character's shoes. And like, obviously with Red Dead 2, the story is very rich. It's an amazingly story-rich game. But would it be as well written and would you feel as immersed if it wasn't so good looking? I mean, it's so good looking, I stopped going outside.
Yeah.
I mean, I painted a bunch of, actually, not even painted, I just stapled a picture of like a Red Dead 2 screenshot I took on my window, and I haven't seen sunlight in like 3 weeks. I mean, it is beautiful. There is not a single title out there, like he said, that can compare to it, at least right now.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, it's that immersion. Like, what makes like a game like Batman Arkham Knight so good is the fact that like that game is mainly filmed in the rain, or it takes place like during like the spring months where it's heavily rainy, and because of that, you like whenever you think of Batman, you think of like it being during the night and it might be raining. So yeah, I totally agree with Thomas on that one. That it's very immersive.
yeah.
I think my next thought on the immersiveness of it is the honor system. Does anyone want to start off with the honor system? Because I think that's one of the most important parts. Cameron.
It was after playing Dishonored before and how like the chaos system works and like killing people was bad and you get messed up with most of the levels. It was nice, kind of like not repeated, but differentiate, like made different by Red Dead, and how like if you have low honor, then it affects the ending. One thing I do have against it is it's hard to like do story, like what am I trying to say, like
It's hard to keep up that honor throughout the game when just doing things like some fights you have to go a little past the honor code, and it kind of affects you and wrecks you a little bit for the next stuff. So I like a good honor code and an honor system in a game. It makes it more fun, especially like we talked about GTA earlier. Like if you go around and committing crimes and stuff, your mental state gets higher, and players are rewarded to come cool your mental state and stuff like that. I like a good game where when you're doing that, there's that honor system of where you can come in and like sort of mellow things out. You can be Gilgamesh's Enkidu, if that makes sense. That's for all your mythology people out there.
I think that with the honor system, what Red Dead 2 does really well is that it rewards the player for restraint. It is so easy in any video game to just kill anyone you want. The Postal series proved that. GTA proved that. People love going crazy and just murdering people because video games are an escape from the real world. Red Dead 2 somehow manages to try and drag you back into being a human person when all you're doing is interacting with electricity. They are pixels on a screen. They do not exist, and yet it drags you into this human feeling. You have to be honorful. You have to play this character. And it is so easy to slip up into that negative place, especially with the, as the story takes place. It's easy to get upset and just kill people for fun.
It really is. Like your horse dies, and all of a sudden it's just like, I must get revenge. I have to revenge. But there's that sense of like, if I do this, if I go through the revenge, I'm going to lose my moral code, my ethics, my honor. Basically, it's a Batman simulator. And if that makes sense, you know how
Batman got TB.
Cowboy
Yeah.
Batman.
it's Cowboy Batman, and how Batman has his moral code. He doesn't use guns. He doesn't do things like anybody in his position. He should have been a villain. You watch both your parents die, you get laughed at by their killer. It's very easy to go into the dark side, go on a revenge, go on a tangent, just go mess things up because you're so mad. But this game, there's that sense of like, hey, let's not. We have this honor system. We need to stay put together. We need to work through our problems, not solve it with violence, but solve it with talking, working through your problems. It gives that satisfaction of like, I get to live through my moral code. I get to be this honorful guy. I get to do things with honor.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of what like Ghost of Tsushima did, where a lot like if you're someone who likes a challenge like throughout that game, the biggest challenge that you can make is not like fully like dishonoring your family, which that's through like not doing stealth in that game. And so yeah, like I love a game that will reward you both ways, you know. And like Infamous, I liked the way that Infamous did it, to where it was a pure cosmetic thing, aside from the ending, to where, you know, if you were middle, then you had like blue color lightning, but if you had like if you were like playing the bad guy role, then you had red lightnings. But the fact that Red Dead kind of takes that a step a step further, and it differentiates itself from what a lot of other games like Ghost of Tsushima, most of your Bethesda games like Dishonored and Fallout and Skyrim. Yeah. Where it doesn't fully pull you in one direction, but it also doesn't, it's not stingent on the type of rewards you're able to reap, which I think that's a perfect balance of like giving the player enough of a challenge to be able to say, hey, we're going to challenge you to keep up this moral concept and to keep up your values. But if you don't, that's fine, because you're going to have something that's going to be better on the other side. And it goes both ways as well. So, yeah, I absolutely loved the honor system in this game.
Think that, like what you were talking about with the lightning colors, right? When you said that, I thought aura, right?
Yeah.
Instantly thought aura. And when you walk around Red Dead 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
The interactions you have with people are based upon your honor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And that's
big
a
thing.
aura you exhume, right? I don't know grammar, but anyway, that's the aura that like you walk around with. People react to that, and that is just another step in the world building. Also, Ghost of Tsushima came out like 4 or 5 years after Red Dead 2.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah,
2021.
Oh, was it
Yeah,
21?
yep.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Man.
So yeah, about 3 years.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Spider-Man Web of Shadows,
Mm-hmm.
where if you use your Venom symbiote more and more, then you get the evil ending. And there's like different levels to the evil endings.
Right.
And I did wish that there was more like story influence with the honor system. I remember that if you kick out Strauss of the camp, you like get like a high honor boost, and it would not allow me to be evil anymore. And I really wanted evil Arthur Morgan. I don't want to be moral. I'm a cowboy. I want to do bad things.
With
Let me
this
rob
game
more.
and
I want to
the
kill people.
Yes.
with this in the honor system, it just reminded me so much of like what Oblivion and Skyrim were doing with the like one of the NPCs sees that you're sketchy or doing something wrong. They're like, "Hey, stop! You have violated the law," and stuff like.
You have violated the law.
I had to,
Why
but
won't
no.
you die?
It built up that thing and just made it more impactful, and was like, people around you are running away. There's missions that are you can't do because you don't have a good enough honor. People are scared of you, so they're running, they're hiding, they're fleeing, they're trying to attack you. And especially like if you're playing online multiplayer, the less honor you have, the more you show up red and you're wanting to be attacked by other players to boost their stuff. So I just think this game did something different than all the games before for gaming and the honor system in gaming.
Yeah.
I just want to say props to the writers at Rockstar. Obviously, they're not going to see this, right? Because I mean, if they did, it'd be cool. But yeah, probably not. Probably not. Let's keep it real here. But Arthur is mentioned like 2 times in passing in the first Red Dead game, and they have managed to turn those both moments of passing and kind of, though it's retconned, they have been able to turn that into this whole story. And Red Dead, despite its limitations of its time, was still such a story-rich game. And that whole game was just based off of a throwaway game that Rockstar made like way before. So what they've kind of built upon over these like games is incredible. I think being able to use these set pieces incredibly well and these even minor things and write a beautiful story around it and how characters interact. It's almost like watching a novel play out, I guess. Obviously, minor stuff changes, but like as you interact in your camp and as the story changes, you're watching the story unfold, and it's beautiful.
It really is.
Story is, hot take maybe, best story in video game history.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay, before we let him win with just this, let's hear other games that we think.
I mean, Detroit Become Humans up there. That's a good story.
Yeah.
That's
like number 2.
It's got a good story, and there's also multiple stories within it, and there's different playthroughs. Like that's why I think that's why I lean towards Until Dawn, The Quarry, and Detroit Become Human as games I'll continuously play, is because there's so many different story options, so many different story paths, and choices that influence your story. I think that's why it makes those really good story games, because you're not limited to this one story. You have this endless create your own story.
Now, I will say the thing with the Detroit Become Human to compare is Detroit Become Human is a Telltale style, completely story-driven, branching game.
Yeah.
Red Dead has gameplay. It has an obscene amount of fun gameplay. Other than occasionally it just becomes I have a gun and I'm on a horse.
And that's always fun.
That is fun. I love having
There's also
horse.
like quests of like trying to perfectly gather all these legendary animal pelts, which I still haven't done. That crocodile. Man.
You have to collect herbs, because that's what cowboys did. We collected herbs back in the days. I love plants.
I love herbs and spices.
Yeah.
For everything.
We need to reunite the Spice Girls. That's the whole plot of Red Dead 2.
Not right
If you're
now.
listening to this, play Red Dead 2. It's about Beyonce.
It's about Beyonce. Was she a Spice Girl?
Isn't she?
No,
wasn't
she was
Wasn't she?
TLC. He was She was TLC. I'm pretty sure she was TLC. No, she's Destiny's Child. She's Destiny's
Just
Child.
TLC was like Left Eye and
Yeah. She's Destiny's Child.
she.
Parsons is gonna watch this back and just clown on all of us for not knowing which band.
I didn't know Beyonce was part of something.
I was born in 2008. You guys are old. How old
We're
are you? Do
same.
you guys have mortgages?
We're all the. We
I-
were all
I was
about the
born
same.
in
I'm
2008.
1 year
Well,
older.
okay, what
May.
month? I was born in May too. May 2nd?
May 12th.
Okay.
That month of Morgan disease.
Already got TV.
Anyway, back to
I think
from off that chain.
I think we're
tangent.
focusing on the story a lot, and because it's a story-rich game, that makes sense. What about the gameplay? We should go deep into this for a moment.
So I want to say this. So I played all of the GTAs, and for a long time, I did not like the GTA series. I did not like most products that came out of the Rockstar franchise.
And that is fair.
I'll be honest. I think that I've never liked the idea of, and maybe it's because of my RPG brain, but I've never been a big fan of giving the player a sandbox but putting nothing in it and just being like, yeah, you can kind of go do whatever, go hijack some cars, whatever. But then I played Red Dead 1. Red Dead 1 was like a complete 180 in my head. I loved GTA 4. A lot of it was because of its story. I thought that was unique for its time. But Red Dead was like, because I'm a huge history buff, I loved the Wild West. And so for me, it was like, oh man, like you're talking about this era in between, like not the Wild West, but before World War One, and it was like, whoa, this is really cool. Rockstar then came out with Red Dead 2 and completely blew me out of the water. I loved the first-person aspect of GTA 5 just because it kind of gave you a little bit more,
Immersion.
immersion, and like whenever you didn't want to, see the back of your character's head, you could always kind of play, because before, Cyberpunk, there really wasn't a first-person sandbox that GTA was really known for.
No, Disney Infinity wasn't either. It was all third-person sandbox.
Disney Infinity. What?
Yeah, hold on. Where do you get Disney Infinity from in this
My
man?
Well, no,
favorite
not
Disney
that type of
character,
sandbox.
Arthur Morgan.
Yeah.
It's a sandbox game, just not the style of sandbox my brain was on.
Yeah, no.
I love Mario Odyssey when I I jump cars and I run over civilians.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brain was thinking like actual build your own sandbox that Disney Infinity
Yeah.
was.
But like that, and also the fact that you actually get side quests, and like the vampire, the
yeah.
vampire
The
side
ghost
quests.
stuff,
That stuff I absolutely loved, because not a whole lot of Wild West, which, let's be honest, the Wild West aesthetic and like Hollywood died back in the 70s after, the spaghetti western.
westerns.
Yeah.
Kinda
Like the
died
last
after.
good like Wild West movie aside from Django is Tombstone with Val Kilmer. That's really the last big, worth your watch Wild West. And so, but even those, were just kind of like, oh, it's just a dude who runs around and robs banks, and that's really it. But this game really explores like the folk tales of the Wild West, and I hope that the third game does stuff with like the Appalachian. Well, I'm not sure if the Wild West like applies to Appalachia, but like
Too far civilized.
yeah. But like just delving into like the actual culture of it, and like, oh well, this is what these people thought of whenever they thought of like the Wendigo, or like a lot of your other like Virginian
Campfire stories.
Yeah.
That's the kind
Yeah,
of thing
yeah.
you're
Like,
going for here.
Yeah.
or like Native American folk tales. Again, sorry that we're saying it, the Wendigo. It's tradition that you don't say it because it gives them more power and stuff like
That's
that.
like
You got like Paul Bunyan. I always think when anyone talks about folklore, I think of Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, but and like
David
the thing
and
is,
Goliath, all those stuff.
like, to be honest with you, you don't have to do like the Marsden family in the third
Yeah.
game.
Really don't.
You could easily do I forgot who the Native
Sadie
American
Ad-
was
nope,
in the first
Oh.
Red Dead.
Oh, I know it.
I can't.
Oh, I
off the
know
top
it.
of my head. I was just
None of us are going to remember it because we just talked about it.
Yeah.
That's the
Javier,
rule.
No, Javier's the Mexican dude.
Wow.
Shut up.
Wow.
But even then, it's like during the 1800s, there was a lot of Hispanic history.
I mean, just think
I-
about.
Sorry. go
We're
on.
gonna go back to a game we covered last season, Assassin's Creed Shadows. We had Yasuke, an African American samurai. Just think, we could do that in the Wild West because
You could easily do another Django Unchained.
I've never seen Django Unchained.
I will say a big point of the Red Dead games is the Wild West is dying.
Yes.
Yes.
really
It is dying. They are a dying breed, and it's watching their stories end.
Mhm.
John Marston's story in Red Dead 1 was his story ending. Red Dead 2 was Arthur's story ending and rolling into Marston's. Like, these are stories that end. And I think that is something that is, like, very difficult to tackle in, like, every time. Because you have to write these characters that you love and care for, and then you have to kill off.
Yes.
yeah, and
That
that's-
is what these stories need.
And it's not like Assassin's Creed to where you can just kind of be like, well, we don't need them anymore because I got a piece of Eden, so bye. Like you actually, like with that game, because you don't have that
Right.
extra layer of like character, you have to see their demise. But again, whenever I talk about like doing like a Native American Red Dead, you could easily do that, you know, because there were a lot of territories and stuff that were expedited. I'm not sure if that's the word, the correct.
It could be, but I'm
But-
also thinking of like you could also do like an Oregon Trail, the Gold Rush style too.
That would
Because-
be going into. I don't mean to put a hamper on that, but that is definitely not Wild West dying, though. That is
yeah.
prime Wild West.
Yeah,
dying.
Yes.
I know. It's just it. It's
I understand where you come from.
continuation
Yes.
of it and stuff.
What if we did like 200 years in the future from Red Dead 1, right, with cars and helicopters?
And that's just
And what if it's based in Miami?
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
and
rob
there's
banks.
like mafia too and
you
stuff.
can fight crocodiles.
That's just Miami.
You can
man.
just
I know, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a new villain, the Florida man, who's gonna throw alligators at you through a Wendy's drive-through.
Why Wendy's? I
Because
want to
why
know
not
why
Wendy's?
Wendy's.
Because
Have you
I-
ever seen that movie or that?
There's an actual like Florida man headline: Florida man throws alligator through Wendy's drive-through.
I've had like syrup packets thrown at me through my McDonald's drive-thru. I've never had an animal.
I wonder how
That
much
is-
splash damage a crocodile does.
Well, it's not even splash damage; it would be bludgeoning damage, and then I guess splash damage.
Well, there's going to be
Well, then there would
shark
also be necrotic damage too, because
What type of alligators are you looking at?
bro, alligators are like so like infected with things that like when
Oh,
you
yeah.
get bit by an alligator at all, you have to immediately go to the hospital.
You think you wouldn't have to go to the hospital anyway?
Well,
No.
obviously, but there's so much bacteria in their mouths.
True.
You can just
True.
eat it up. Just
Rub
suck-
some dirt in it. You'll
Fuck
get
it
better.
off.
Yeah. I used to walk uphill 5
like
miles
the-
both ways.
Do the Far Cry like handbrake thing.
Yeah, you get shot with bullets and you set your wrist.
No,
What?
just do the Resident Evil 7 where your hand,
Oh.
where you just stick your hand
Kinda,
together,
and
pour
then,
some like
like
rubbing alcohol.
Neosporin.
Do the
Yeah.
Indiana
Put it
Jones and just
together.
grab your hat.
Oh, we talked about how much
Gosh.
we hated that. If you watched our, what was it, our second or third episode, we talked about the game and how much it sucked to being able to just grab your hat and just coming back.
Is it like Sonic's rings? Does he just like get the hat and it's an extra life?
No,
How does
he
this
grabs
work?
the hat and all damage is gone and it just comes back to life.
Yeah.
So, have you ever played like Souls games?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Elden Ring, Dark Souls.
None of those. Okay.
I am poor console gamer.
Ah, that makes sense.
And I play on an original like VCR Xbox One.
Okay.
Not even the 360.
The 360 isn't good.
I have
All
one
right now.
Okay, as
360
a
has
console,
no
it's
games.
amazing, but compared to like power, no.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna play Fortnite on my Wii.
I actually.
The 360 has no games.
You-
You're
you-
such a liar.
That's the PS3. PS3 has no game.
I know. It's me trying to deflect all of the
PS5 has no
absolute-
game. Nintendo Switch has no game. Nintendo Switch 2 has no game. Speaking of the Nintendo
Atari
Switch
That's
2,
no
game.
game. Some PS3 has
how
no
do you
games.
guys feel about the fact that you can't, in the U.S., own a Nintendo Switch? You just own the likeness, or like you own
License.
the rights, the license. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I want them to break my console whenever they want.
Capitalism.
It's a weird thing that you don't own the console. You own a license to hold the console in your house and stuff. It's a weird thing.
Is it a prisoner? Is it alive?
It's like you're
It's like a weird child.
Consoles, the games themselves, the controllers.
don't
probably.
own them.
You don't.
you don't you just own like it.
I'm gonna move to the EU.
borrowing.
Just so I can own it. You can't own that hat. Nintendo says you can't have that hat.
I miss when you could go into a store, pick out a game, and actually take it home with you, and that was
can.
yours.
You still-
Yeah,
Well,
you can.
Well, you
game
can,
store,
but like
yeah.
I was talking about, like you could actually own it and not you have to renew your license every once in a while
What?
on certain things. There's certain games where you have to renew your
Yeah.
license.
Yeah.
What game is that?
EA games do it.
Yeah.
Hold on,
MMO.
Ubisoft.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Couple.
renew your license every once in a while for certain games.
So yeah, it's like a subscription service. To where
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
So before you're able to play that game, you have to go and subscribe to like whatever. Yeah. Like you have to subscribe to what like it's kind of like
EA
Xbox
Play for like
Live.
certain games. You have to get EA Play and stuff.
Okay, I love Game Pass because I cannot afford DLCs for Fallout. I love Fallout. I'm playing every Fallout game to completion. I can't pay over the
Wait.
$250.
Like when you
What
say
is this?
Fallout game, like 1, 2, or like 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3. I guess if you count Tactics as a real game.
What about-
yes.
No.
It is.
What about the
It is
mobile?
a
It's
real
not.
game.
No, it's not. What about the
is a
shelter
real
mobile
game.
Some
game?
of it is lore. Some of the lore is real. Some
And
of
I
it
know, and I
got
hate it.
retconned.
What about the mobile game? What about the mobile game? That like
Fallout
shelter.
Yeah, some of the lore is like in there, but it's all related to Fallout 4 as like a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
okay.
a
we
mobile
need,
game.
I've never played 76. I don't count 76. 'cause
It's a game.
I don't. I understand that they're finally like it got good and it became playable and it was all right.
Well, 76 is where the new season of Fallout was going.
No,
no, it's not. It's going
going
to
to
Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas.
The best video game, my favorite video game of all time.
New
Okay.
Vegas.
Yeah.
I would rather play. This sucks because Red Dead 2 is awesome, but I would rather play Fallout New Vegas any day. Any day of the week.
Speaking of Red Dead 2, which we need to come back to.
Yes.
We do need to.
This is a video game podcast. We can talk about video games.
True.
My segment, New Vegas. What did I do today?
I gambled.
Question.
I gambled in the Sierra Madre Casino and got bombed by a giant stink bomb.
Yeah.
Have you gotten any type of power armor yet?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I
Which
did the
one?
Brotherhood quest line, the T-51B,
Okay.
which is
Okay,
I need to do, the, of course I blank on his name, but it's the Followers of the Apocalypse dude. The,
Oh, Arcade Ganon?
yeah, I got to do Arcade
Yeah.
Ganon's, I got to walk him around like Repcon and like.
What's that weird like lizard guy with like the sun for a head?
Oh.
Lizard guy with some.
He's got like really like skinny body and it's like gray and like it's just.
That sounds like an Argonian.
That's not
That's
Okay, in New Vegas, are you talking like ghoul?
No, there's this thing. I'm just thinking of Russian Badger. They were talking about a Fallout game.
yeah,
and
that's not Fallout New Vegas.
No, that's
Argonians.
Yeah.
Argonian. You
That's
watched the New
Skyrim.
Vegas video? Oh my god. You
This
can't.
one?
like skinny body and it's like gray and like it's just.
That sounds like an Argonian.
That's not
That's
Okay, in New Vegas, are you talking like ghoul?
No, there's this thing. I'm just thinking of Russian Badger. They were talking about a Fallout game.
yeah,
and
that's not Fallout New Vegas.
No, that's
Argonians.
Yeah.
Argonian. You
That's
watched the New
Skyrim.
Vegas video? Oh my god. You
This
can't.
one?
No.
Oh,
That guy.
wait, which one?
He had a stupid name.
Leggett Lanius?
No.
Lanius. No?
He had like a really stupid
Caesar.
He's bald.
Yeah. I was trying to name like Son.
Argonians into a wood.
You've got like.
That's fair.
Oh boy.
Yeah, good point.
I'm a Khajiit.
Burn the heretics.
Anyway,
I'm Khajiit boy.
back to Red Dead 2. What were we even talking about?
Not as good as New Vegas. Change my mind.
Oh, well, I agree.
Yeah.
What did we even
got-
go off on a tangent from?
I got greedy one day. Very first playthrough that I ever did.
Oh no.
Was so close to 100%ing Fallout New Vegas for the first time. I was like, okay, time for me to get my power armor. Okay. I go and I do the quest with Arcade. Going good. And I think it's House or what, like where you have to like choose which faction you want to go to war with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I picked the Brotherhood of Steel. Completely locks me out. I have I can't go back. I completely hard locked myself out of the story.
How did you?
What do you mean?
Out of the story?
Because
Hold
like,
on.
So for some reason,
There's no
because-
way to hard lock yourself out of New Vegas' story. It is hard coded that you can kill every single NPC and still beat the game.
yeah.
Okay, I might have to go back to that save because I played through it and I was like, oh no, I've completely locked myself out of like the rest of the story. So I just ended up doing the DLCs, which
Are amazing. Sierra
Yes.
Madre is, I guess
Loved.
that's dead money.
Yeah.
But that's
Loved.
one of my favorites.
I'm a Lonesome Road guy.
Lonesome Road's awesome. My thing with Lonesome Road is I just wish that it was longer.
Same.
They have a word count limit for DLCs. Bethesda does. At least at the period of time in which they were coming out with 3 and New Vegas' DLCs. 15,000 word limit.
The bear and the bull and the bear.
The bull and the bear.
Bear bull.
Yeah.
Watch the old world die as you walked.
But do a yes man. Get a yes man.
Are you doing, what kind of run are you doing? Because remember, if he's already done like a lot of quests, you can't lock yourself out of yes man, but if he's going for a specific ending.
Sorry, y'all.
So I had
the retro schedule programming here in a little while.
So I had the one follower. It's the one chick that's a part of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Veronica.
Okay, so yeah, I had Veronica, and then I was like, well, thank you for whistling that. No,
Yeah.
I haven't done my hair,
Veronica, open the door, please.
but I had her as a companion.
Uh-huh.
And I did the arcade quest, got my Tesla coil power armor, chose the Brotherhood of Steel, and maybe I'm just dumb and I didn't actually.
How did you do the arcade Ganon quest with Veronica? Because you can only have one human follower at a time.
I think I might have sent her back to the hotel.
Okay.
And I had someone else.
Okay.
Or I might have done it on my own.
Because
I have no idea.
you have to have arcade Ganon as your companion.
Okay, so yeah, I completely went through his quest line, got the power armor, and then I eventually went back to her. And then it was one of the robots, I think it's called Yes Man, but he's like, "Oh, well, which like faction do you want to like join up to kill whoever?" It's not the Centurions or
So are you talking about wild card side bets? Because you had to do the cons, got to do the boomers.
yes, yeah. So like you got to like meet all of them, and
Do you-
then you go.
And you started fighting the Brotherhood, right?
No, I joined the Brotherhood, and for some reason, whenever I tried to get through the door, they would not let me in. I have no idea what happened.
You can get through that door. It's just a very hard lock. So you're just going to have to level up and actually have a lockpick skill.
Yeah, after that I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I completely redid my run. I eventually completed the game, which Brady, I know that you're completely tuned out. You need to play all of Fallout, and we will have a Fallout tier list of all of the games.
If we play all the Fallout games, I will stay around. I will promise you this.
Yeah, I've
Fallout
I've
games.
only played 4 and 3.
Do you not like the premise? What do you dislike?
I don't know. I couldn't get into them. There was just
So-
something about it. I just couldn't get into it.
The graphics.
No, I didn't mind the graphics. It was
Three's
fine.
ugly.
I just could not get into it. I don't know why.
What is-
I like
so-
the show. I just couldn't get into them.
So is your thing that the character you play as is not given a specified role in anything?
I honestly don't know. It just didn't feel like my game. They've known me for a while. They know what games I play. It just didn't feel like my game. I tried. I'm not gonna lie. I got about 75% of the way through Fallout 4 before I'm like, I can't anymore.
So he's our mobile like gamer
Raid
dude.
Shadow Legends.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought
So-
to you by, I don't know.
So anytime that there's not a paywall for something every 3 minutes, he's like, no.
You're like, what? I have to actually play this game to unlock things. I can't spend my whole paycheck on this.
Wait 30 minutes just to play another mission? What is this?
That's just Fallout Shelter in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Maybe he should play Fallout Shelter and then he can get into Fallout.
He's playing Fallout Shelter.
I hate Fallout Shelter. I played through the whole game and I hated it. I hated it so much. I will say that that's one of the full games that I've like played through a lot, and I'm like, I hate it.
You
But
played through
yes,
Fallout Shelter.
I'm exhausted. Okay,
I played that
I've been
great.
doing medical terminology all day and trying to figure out passwords for medical stuff. I am tired. Plus, I have training today.
What's your favorite Final Fantasy game?
7.
I never played Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Same.
That's the Cloud games, though, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the better Smash players, you know.
Yeah, character, yeah.
I like manning him.
I'm a Mac.
You
No,
have
I'm going to
the
go get the Hat of
flamingo
Shame.
hat, right?
Oh yeah.
I will return with the Hat of Shame.
LP's
Okay,
stepped on his
he's-
food.
he's leaving.
I don't like the fact that they classified me as the mobile gamer. I mean, I play a lot of mobile games, yes, but I'm not just the mobile
You
gamer.
sent me a link to play some like Candy Crush game.
I
What
did
are you
not
talking-
send you a link to play Candy Crush.
Dude,
wasn't
I
Candy
will
Crush,
be
but-
up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and all I get is a text message through either him personally or through our chat going, "Hey, by the way, Supercard has a new SummerSlam code. This is it." And I'm like, dude,
Okay, I will admit that is the only mobile game where I am constantly playing.
I don't even play a Supercard like that. You're just on a Supercard grind.
I have 8 of the Dominic Mysterios. I have two of the Eddies. I have 3 of the Batistas. I got 1 of the Trish Stratus. I got 1 of the Scott Hall. I still haven't got JC Jane, which I don't know how.
No one likes JC Jane.
And I also got 1 of the Rays.
he has this is what's gonna happen. He's gonna get his medical license revoked if he ever gets it, because he's gonna be sitting there during surgery holding
I
a
won't be.
scalpel,
Hey,
and he's gonna
not
drop
going
it
into
some-
surgery. Not
Just-
going to surgery at all.
All right,
So
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
worry
yeah.
about it.
Oh no! Oh
Say
no!
off?
Bertha has a phone inside her chest cavity. My bad.
Oops, my bad. I left my
I
pin in
have
there.
to wear the hat of shame.
Which is just a styrofoam lunch
Yeah,
tray.
we didn't.
Okay, going through mine and Canton's text message, I haven't sent him any sort of.
You
thing
actually
like that.
have.
It's only them
It was
flirting.
once. What?
No, I'm just getting to the top. Getting to
Okay.
our talk about the Hunting Wives.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it yet?
No.
It's a crazy
Would you
show.
like to be my hunting wife?
It's a
That's
crazy.
just what the text
Okay,
messages
boys,
are
we
between
gotta lock in.
All right, Red Dead.
Where did we even? Where did we even?
Gameplay.
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 Guns. Woo!
I
just-
love guns.
It just felt like a very nice and refreshing,
I should hit these off. Whoops.
refreshing thing to actually play like a cowboy style game, because like there's not many of those. There is, but there's not many like Red Dead. You know,
Yeah.
there's that feel of like I'm a cowboy. I can be
Yeah.
an outlaw. I can be a hero. I can do this thing. You know, there was that big difference in games.
A lot of the cowboy games are just trashy indies that have no good gameplay at all.
I've
It's
never
just that
played
they're a
another cowboy game.
So-
I don't know.
I think that you might have alluded to it, but before Red Dead was even a thing, Red Dead Revolver, which is a canon game, by the way, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
It's still
I don't
Red-
think it is canon. Hold on. I don't think it is canon, but he's gonna tell
Red
his
has
head canon about what you should think.
in Red Dead 2, Red has lumbago or lumbago, whatever it's called.
I got lumbago.
Yeah, lumbago.
I got a dip in like 8 minutes. I got training.
What time is? Wait,
12.
Almost 3:20.
okay, well I'm gonna have to leave with him, guys. But let's finish. Go speed run.
Okay.
Speed run.
All right,
Ratings.
Points fast.
Ratings A.
A plus.
S plus.
A. S is reserved for Fallout games.
Okay, so we
Fair.
all have a relative
All right.
relative idea that it's a really great game. We highly suggest you play it.
Yeah.
You know what we completely didn't do? What Parsons asked us to do?
Yeah.
Talk about the ending.
Oh yeah. So spoilers. Spoilers. Woo!
Spoilers.
Arthur
Now-
dies, TV,
Now it's
Tuberculosis.
been a minute since I've played it, so I'm gonna. It's been
Rusty.
almost a year now since I've played it, so I'm gonna let one of you two take over, explaining the ending a little bit more.
Rock, paper, scissors for it?
No, you guys can do.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his
never
toe.
played
If you
the
house, let him go. My mom says that you were. Say the thing.
Okay.
Jeez.
So what happens is that Arthur Morgan gets tuberculosis and he coughs a lot and
Wow.
he dies and he sees the sun setting to the west.
Dutch, I'm not making it anymore, Dutch.
There's too many femboys.
That's also getting
Alright.
allergic.
That's also getting cut.
Nick, you were saying?
But that's it. Yeah, he dies.
Yeah. And then
It's really emotional, honestly. It's because it's not like your traditional game where it's just like if it kills off the main character, it doesn't build on it. Doesn't build on it. It gave you this full. You're with him for so long, and then you slowly watch him die, and it's really sad. The music's all sad. It just makes it a really sad scene.
TB is known like historically as like wasting disease. It was like romanticized for a long time because you have it's uncurable for a long time, but you have a long period of time before you die. So you can basically say goodbye to your loved ones. You can be all like romantically be like, I'm dying of tuberculosis. I love you, Tony. You were the love of my life.
Who is Tony?
Oh my gosh. Tony is amazing. I don't know who Tony is, but he makes really good pizza. And then you go, my time has come.
And then
My
you
gentle
just-
angel. And then you...
And then you go, but no, with tuberculosis, it's such a nasty disease because like
Yeah.
your first like month, it's calm. There's a lot of coughing. It's
Red
calm.
Dead
He's
2
giving
is
you-
just Timu Breaking Bad.
All right,
That's
yeah.
really all
One
it
thing-
is.
but it gives you
Skyler
that,
is John Marston.
it gives you that like it shows it shows through the thing of like you're getting this thing, you're slowly becoming sick, and then eventually it hits you fully, and then you start coughing up blood. You're starting like coughing up your entire like organs, your body system. It's all shutting down. It's bleeding. It's a very nasty and unfriendly disease. It's
How would
bad.
you know? You've never had tuberculosis.
I had to
think?
study this thing for a history class. I don't know
Red Dead
why.
Redemption 2 or tuberculosis?
Tuberculosis.
Both.
Both, yes.
I thought you said you knew Spanish.
One thing I do.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
One
pretty
thing I do
good.
like
Donde
in the
está
epilogue
biblioteca?
is how in the first game there was no swimming, and so they like
Retconned it.
where John is like afraid of water and he can't swim. It's the greatest thing ever. I applaud Rockstar.
I applaud everybody who decided that making John Marston just a little guy. He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
He's just a father.
He's just a little guy. Well, thank you for joining us at the Arc.